Welcome to T-Prep Talk. We're going to hear my story. You're going to hear my guest's story. It's going to help make your story. And today we have... Welcome to T-Prep Talk. I'm your host, Barbell Honcho, and why I call myself Barbell Honcho is because I specialize in the barbell. And T-Prep Talk is a conversation behind T-Prep Gym. And my goal here is to make you think outside the box. And this is because everybody goes through different stories and everybody has different perspectives. So the guests I bring on, I hope you learn something from them because we can all learn something from each other. And today is a solo pod. We don't have a guest today, and that's because sometimes people don't keep their word, and now we have to shoot a solo pod, but that's fine. No shade thrown. People get busy. Yeah, that's understandable. Like I said, just a conversation behind the gym. Like, what's going on right now? What's new? What's upcoming? What's going on right now? And so, as far as the gym updates, I would say we have a couple products coming out. Very excited for. We have now if you're watching this, we're not going to put this on Instagram and everything. This is just going to be on the podcast. So if you watch the podcast, you're going to get some exclusive details about what we do. And if you're watching the podcast and you have not yet subscribed, it's kind of rude. It's kind of rude if you ask me. Okay. You're taking your time to watch us, and we're taking the time to shoot the video. I'm just playing. No. I was about to say, dude. You get impressed. Yeah. Anyway.
Now bring up the freaking thing. I lost the word.
All right, so we're gonna bring up the thing.
Okay.
Anyway, so all right. So it took us about 5 tries. You know, we figured out the supplement game. You got to find the right manufacturer. You know, you got to invest some. You got to find which ingredients you like, which ingredients you want in your pre-workout. And we finally got our formula down. And so coming soon, we have a pre-workout going to be released, and this will be called T-Prep Supplements. We're starting with a pre-workout, and hopefully if you guys support it enough, then we can continue to proceed forward and have more products like proteins and everything that's essential, and make sure that we are getting the best of the best when it comes to ingredients, because our name's on it. If our name's on it, then we got to make sure we have good products, because then you guys will be talking some mess about it, like, oh, the product wasn't good, you know. But here's the thing, what I learned about pre-workout, since we're on this topic, is that some formulas actually do something for you and some formulas don't. And that depends on the individual, because I've taken, like, let's say, like, Bucked Up. Yeah. You know, we're not sponsored by them, but Bucked Up. Yeah. I get itchy from them, and I get some energy. It's a lot of quick burst energy, but it goes out pretty fast. Yeah. And let's say, for example, Adrian over here is taking Bucked Up, and he gets a great reaction out of it. And let's say, you know, Angie over there, I don't know an Angie, but let's say Angie over there takes the Bucked Up and she doesn't feel anything. So sometimes it really depends on the individual that makes the pre-workout good or not. So you got to find the brand that works for you. I know some people who like to take different pre-workouts every month. But yeah, long story short, we will be coming out with our own pre-workout, which I'm very excited for, and I hope you guys support it.
Yeah. It's pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
So I highly recommend it.
Yeah, I took it during our workout today, and it was I got a good pump, good energy. I'm still sort of energized from it. It's not really a big crash that is associated with it. Yeah. Beta adenine isn't too high. We have our vitamin packs of vitamin C, vitamin B12, vitamin B6. So good stuff in there. Good stuff.
What motivated you to go on making that supplement?
What motivated me is I wanted to, like, I'm about impact. So when I'm here, money is important. That keeps the community alive. But I'm about impact. I want people to get the best of the best here. Either the best training, the best experience, having a good time. They come in not feeling so well and they leave feeling great. I think I said this many times on the podcast that I like people leaving here better than they came in. Yeah. So that's what motivated me to make the pre-workout, is to provide good products and to keep the brand alive, because you guys, either members or you watching this, if you're hitting subscribe, every little support, even when it comes to us subscribing our YouTube channel, that keeps the fire going. You ever make a fire before?
Oh yeah.
And you got to constantly put wood in there, you know, you got
just keep on it, keep on until that flame.
If we stop,
if you stop for a little bit, that flame is gonna blow out. So.
Exactly. You have to maintain it. You have to keep supporting it.
Yeah.
So if you want to keep the fire going with T-Prep, then support us. And yeah. And so we got that coming up, and we also we have some limited edition hoodies coming out. Very excited for those too. They won't be here till probably a few weeks, but you know, we're in Texas.
Yeah.
It don't get cold till January or February, right? So you'll still be good.
Yeah,
and
it should be good.
Again, you guys support us. I'm only making about like 50 of them, or I think 30 or 40 of them.
Oh yeah, and it's a limited time.
Limited time.
So
yeah,
better get it.
they're gonna be very nice.
Yeah.
Gym has improved a lot. Community has gotten bigger. We've been adding extra services to our facility. Things are moving.
Yeah.
All through the grace of God, of course. So that's the update on the gym.
Yeah. So how are you doing?
How am I doing? I don't know, man. I guess I'm doing good.
I'm doing good too. Yeah.
That's all I really can say. I mean, what can I say about how I'm doing, man?
I mean, you know, just the workouts.
Oh, okay. I'm back on my nutrition. You know, I was bulking for a little bit, but
yeah.
Once I start to see a little bit of pounds get on me, I'm like, all right. I see a little fat around the edges here. I'm
Oh yeah.
all right, it's enough. It's enough bulking for me. I don't like bulking too much because I come from being. I was a chubby kid. I was a fat kid.
Oh yeah, me of course.
And so when I see fat on me, I'm like, nope, we're not going down that road again. Which a lot of fitness people started out like that because they were chubby once and they got fit and now they never want to be chubby again.
Yeah.
And a lot of them want to inspire others to become in shape and stuff. So
Keep going with it.
I'm never against people posting like fitness content, even if they're not fitness professionals, because you're still inspiring somebody. If you inspire one person, that's enough. You know, you got somebody out of the bed and got them to go hit the gym. And if you don't have the energy to go to the gym, that's why we got pre-workout, so you can hop in there and take it. You take it, you're gonna be wired, be on crack, not actual crack, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We don't condone drugs here.
No.
Nope.
Even though we did a whiskey podcast.
Yeah, we did a whiskey podcast.
So like with thin people, how do you like? How come they become very stagnant when like they don't work out, but their metabolism is very high, you know, and just they never really, you know, you never really seen that many thin people coming out in the gym and start lifting weights.
Yeah, that's just a lack of knowledge. So there's internal fat that you can't see, is, you know, skinny fat people, where they're actually not in shape. They look like they're in shape because they're skinny, but they got internal fat around the organs that could build up and it could cause some problems in the future.
Oh wow!
So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm always pushing going to the gym, and honestly, people when they hit a certain age, they start to do cardio. Like they say they hit their 30s, they're like, all right, now my workouts are cardio based because I'm worried about my health and stuff. But it's actually the complete opposite. You want to start lifting as you get older. And
what about like hip problems and back problems?
Problems and back problems. You want to start to do core. So let's break it down.
Yeah.
Back problems stem from back weakness and core instability. So slow it down. You don't have to go and do deadlifts and squats and lift heavy and get a whole Rocky montage going on.
Yeah.
Break it down and slow it down, and you know, work on the core, work on the flexibility and rotation of the back, do some band work, you know, do lighter weight, build yourself up to get into that Rocky montage.
Yeah.
Just don't jump right into it.
Also, like, does it get better after?
Yes, it gets better.
Okay.
It gets better. So you just have to stay consistent. I mean, if anybody who's ever been through an injury, you know that when you tear something, you break something, you go through some type of physical therapy.
Oh, okay.
And you see your bone and muscles recover through constant work and a good program that you're following, which is given to you by a professional. And just the same when it comes to losing weight, you follow a program from a professional and then you start to see the results, because the main key is consistency.
Yeah.
But for people who are sedentary and they don't have the motivation to go to the gym, again, that's where sometimes you got to take that pre-workout. You're promoting it heavy, but sometimes you got to take that pre-workout, or sometimes you just have to, through the power of will, just force yourself up one leg at a time.
Literally, like, do it.
Yeah.
Literally do it.
Yesterday, I was chilling at home. I was relaxing, and I had a full-on lazy day, like from the morning to like 10 a.m.
I mean, we have those days,
I'm laying in bed, bro, and I feel like I'm stuck to the bed. I just want to lay there all day. Just want to watch some TV, whatever, and not do anything. Well, luckily, I got a very active partner, and she was all like, let's go do something. Let's go, let's go do something. We got to move. We got to get out of this bed.
That's kind of funny because, like, since I got a dog now.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
He's been making me get up and walk him in the mornings.
Yeah, see.
So, like, something, that outside source will help you.
Environment matters.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really rely on that all the time, but it's good to have that,
Yeah. Yeah, because all it takes is sometimes you just need a leg up. You just need a little boost.
Find an excuse to do that.
Yeah. So she wanted to go clean her car. So all right.
Yeah.
So I got up. Let's go clean her car with her, and then we went for like a mile or two run.
I wouldn't say that's a lazy day, but I mean it's a light day for sure.
Yeah, well, without that boost, I wouldn't have even got out of bed.
Oh yeah, so you would have been in bed the whole day.
Yeah, so what I'm saying, sometimes you need that external force to have a really positive environment around you, or you just gotta have the power of will.
Yeah, and that's the hardest one.
It is very hard, man. It is. So I mean, I'm not going to sit here and yell at you through this camera and say, do it, get up. I don't care how you feel. Get up and don't be a beep, beep, beep. I don't want to be, I want to have, kids watch this. I'm trying to cuss.
Yeah. I mean, we have in the past.
We have in the past.
Yeah.
No, sometimes you got to grow up.
It's all right.
You gotta grow up.
And,
or I'm only 25.
No, really? I thought.
Well, I'm about to be 25 in January.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I say I'm 25 already.
And that's his birthday, folks.
January 19th is my birthday. Not that I care.
So, speaking of, like, getting up and moving forward, what's your opinions for the future of the youth?
The future of the youth. I train a couple of young people. And I see a lot of potential. I see a lot of potential in the youth, because they're not sticking to the systems that are placed in front of them. I see that they're doing their own thing, and I see a lot of them are stepping out of that.
And that's good.
Yeah, they're stepping out of that 9 to 5 type like mentality, like they want to do something big.
Yeah.
But the other problem is, and of course, I don't want to sound like old head, but entitlement. That's not earned. That's not given. That's earned.
Yeah.
So a lot of young kids do. They value themselves way up here.
Mm-hmm.
But the ones that are humble and open-minded, and soak up information like a sponge,
mm-hmm.
they will make it. They will make it. They will be big. They will get to wherever destination they're trying to go to. Because I've worked with younger people in the past. I like to give people chances, and I just kind of see it. It's like you have to. Sometimes you gotta do things without a return to show your worth.
Yeah, and sometimes you're gonna fall.
Yeah, sometimes.
And that kind of humbles certain people.
Yeah.
And especially for young folks,
mm-hmm.
definitely they need some of that.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna fall sometimes. You're gonna fail sometimes. I've had some business failures. I've lost some money from it. I lost some time. It affected other things that I was doing.
Comes with the process.
It comes with the process.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you're gonna get these itches that you want to do something, and the only way to get rid of that itch is
Got to do it.
You got to do it,
Yep.
and then you learn from it. It can either be a good idea, it could be a bad idea, but you got to take risks. You have to bet on yourself, because nobody's gonna bet on you if you don't have anything to show for it. Nobody's gonna bet on you. They're not gonna bet on just what you're saying. They want to see what you've done before. So think about that. If that's the formula, if that's how it is, if that's how life is, then you're gonna have to bet on yourself. You're the only one that's gonna believe in yourself. So think about every successful person out there. They were the ones that believed in themselves and didn't let any external forces slow them down.
Yeah.
Would you agree? Or?
No, yeah, I totally agree. Like Jeff Bezos, you know,
Yeah.
his whole setup. Look it up, guys. Very weird setup. He had like a Honda Civic and all that, and people tell him like buy stuff. you know?
Yeah.
And he's like, nah, I'm waiting until I get big. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And most people will take that and buy in, and then that's their downfall. It's just a matter of willpower and everything
Yeah.
like that. So
Matter of willpower, man.
yeah.
What time is it? Oh,
yeah.
We got to end this podcast already. Very short podcast because I have classes to run. But I think we hit on most of the topics that we want to hit today.
Yeah.
It was a great podcast, in my opinion. A lot of good information. Like I said, don't forget to subscribe and like the video, because all you're doing is fueling the fire. And next time, I hope to have a guest here to share their wisdom, and we can both learn from them and continue to improve and be great.
See you next week, guys.
Goodbye.